Welcome back, survivors. I'm SurvivalVis, and we're back in our Tiktaq'to campaign in Total War Warhammer 2. So last episode, we finally started laying the beat down onto the last defenders. We managed to severely wound that one primal or feral army, but it still is kicking around, so we'll have to be cautious of that. But the good news is, with us back in the Golden Tower, we're only one turn away from having full replenishment, and we're continuing our siege here at Tor Serpendar. So with that all out of the way there, and we're still recruiting this army here, we'll end turn and then see what the response is from Kroq'gar and his forces. I think they're going to... I don't know if they're going to try or not. That's one thing about the AI. It's not exactly smart. Still no sign of Zlotlan either, but it looks like on the map they may still have a small spot in Lustria. These guys are still being a little bit of a pain, but they're... Oh, maybe they'll just go up into the north, that we don't have to worry about them anymore. We don't really care about the pirates, they can do what they want. Okay. Lord Kroq'gar's. Ooh. Brutal business, so weapon damage for all armies. I thought we had to have somebody at Zlotlan for that, but okay. So let's see. Alright, we do have to capture the battle captives, but... well, we might as well go deal with the Slann Mage Priest here, and that feral army. Oh. I honestly don't think there's a point in fighting this one just with the balance of power. So there's that taken care of. I don't think we want to release the captives, exterminate. We'll do exterminate actually. Ooh, new trait gained, Executioner, that's pretty good. And Kroq'gar got another point. So I think we're actually going to get Kroq'gar on a Stegadon. I don't think we need the second flying kind of admiral. So he'll be able to work as a siege unit from the back with the Ancient Salamanders now. And before we do proceed there, for Serpendar, yeah, we'll continue that siege there. We need those weapons to be able to really get inside to do some damage. I think we'll try taking on this. Yeah, as much as they're saying the balance of power should be even, I think we are going to easily get this. And if we break this down, that is going to be so much of the last defenders' forces just basically broken and gone. Okay, this must be where all the balance of power is coming from. There are skink priests and chief. So they've got one chief and two priests. So we'll have to be careful of magic. Magic is sort of that trump card, can really sway the battle depending on how it goes. I think with what we've got for our forces, we should be able to manage pretty well. We'll probably use the Temple Guard and a Carnosaur up at the front, be able to get through any front line they try to put out. We'll keep the spears on the flanks, just because I know they do have some spear riders we'll have to keep a tab on. And Tiktaq'to can go in with his two Ripperdactyls and get the back line. So they should be pretty good at taking down the source with shields. And you guys will be much easier to command now as well. Because I don't have to worry about swapping back and forth from Kroq'gar. There we go, that's our basic siege battery there. Get you guys, and that one right there. I'll probably get you guys there. As for them... Yeah, I'll sort of see if we can have you guys running along like that. Wanna kind of... There we go, that should be good for that.
Tiktaq'to!
And this is why we kept the one unit of spears here. So this way, if they try getting too close with those spear riders, we got that covered. Actually, we need like this, I think. Yeah, there we go. Send those guys in from the back. See if I can get the salamander back and out of there. Move you guys over, try to get you through there. Okay, and we'll spin the camera around just so I can get a good idea of where. Actually, with how they're set up, it might be best if I... There we go, that's a pretty good one there. Yeah, it might actually be easier to have these guys go individually around. Alright, we really gotta turn off that guard mode, because that's probably why we're getting so many of their guys coming back after us. Oh, there we go. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be honest. So we'll just end the battle. There's no point really continuing that along. So we did lose 137. It looks like... Yeah, I think probably their reinforcements had the bulk of that. As for our numbers... Looks like the... Ooh, 69 right here. Do we have higher than that? 69. Doesn't look like it. So it looks like our actual source warriors and our blessed source with the spears were some of our highest killers. Ah, pretty good work, you guys. That should be Kroq'gar taken care of. And Corliss is the garrison unit, I think. Or the garrison army. So that should be that wiped right out. And I'll have to be careful about where they might try building up their next army. Because if they do it at their capital, I know they have some pretty high-tier buildings. So they could make some pretty strong forces. But I definitely want Kroq'gar under our control as one of our armies. Once I can confederate with them, I think we're going to make our armies a little more thematic. I'll probably have Tiktaq'to. You know what, Krakoa's been with him all this time. I'll probably keep them in the same army. But I'll definitely have more of an aerial presence. Probably get a couple more Ripperdactyls. And maybe cut back on... what could I cut back on? Well, probably put the Feral Carnosaur with Kroq'gar. I'll have to see once we get him. For now, though, it's just about securing a bunch of territories and getting Kroq'gar beaten down. And the last defenders to the point where they're okay to confederate with us. And once we can get them beaten back and they try to offer a peace treaty with us, or even we might be the ones to offer the peace treaty after we have everything south of this. I want to say it's Serpent Coast, but I don't think that's right. It's basically that little intersection there, right east of the Golden Tower. I always get east and west mixed up, but it's east of the Golden Tower. There's that one settlement that basically kind of acts as a choke point for trying to go anywhere south of the main capital that the Last Defenders have, or where you start as the Last Defenders. I think as long as I can keep that little fork secured and under control, we can easily sweep our way up with Hex and his forces. The Battles of Power can also be really weird. It puts a lot in favor of their heroes and lords. Actually, it makes me wonder, where the hell was Kroq'gar that he got such a beating taken? I think he was only on a Feral Cold one or something like that. There we go. So that's exactly what we wanted. So it is the Serpent Coast. So if we can hold here, we can basically keep Kroq'gar stuck into this little area. And we can push on up through in a sweep with Hex. I think we're one turn away. Yeah, we'll continue sieging. Once we can get that turn done, we can basically secure that for ourselves. Okay, actually, before I do that, there is somewhere that I've been meaning to get a beast lair started for so long. There we go. Is there anything else I want to put up here? I'm kind of tempted to do this shrine, because I do like the Bastillodon with the solar engine. But is there something else we could use up here? Yeah, we don't have the Weapon Crafter's Commune, so I don't think we'll really be able to worry about that. And will give us... although we do have the Skink Priest from that. I really don't know. Maybe we'll hold off there. We'll at least look at... or no, maybe not improving that. That'll have the full 20 out of 20. Yeah, you know what? We'll do some of these minor buildings. Just get those going. Okay, skill points. Tic-tac-toe. What do we want to give to you now? Got you all that. I think we wouldn't mind getting you up a little better. The question is, do we want you to improve all your units or yourself? You know, I think we'll do all units. Just work down the red line now. Because I think we'll get more benefits from improving the entire army than just him. And we'll end the turn here. Yeah, looking at the Battles of Power just there for a split second. The Last Defender's got nothing anymore. As soon as we take Tor Serpendar, it's basically a straight cleave right up to the Serpent Coast. we could even start working both directions and come down with Tiktaq'to's forces. I do want to see where this one rogue army is, though. Here we go, Celestial Storm. It's a weird mix of lizard men and dragon ogres. Okay, that's a really strange combination for that rogue army. We don't really care about the pirates. Okay, and back to where we are. Use the magic. Oh yeah, sure, why not? We don't actually have any real magic users. I say as we're about to siege with a unit here. No, we don't want to worry about the Temple of the Skulls, but maybe we'll start sieging Tiktaq'to. Because, again, army's already fully recharged and ready to go. And... oh, you know what? No, we're just going to frickin' go in and siege and take this. There's no point in using the siege equipment. Given our flyers, we can probably get them to spread their forces out a bit. And it is only the one gate, so maybe we can deploy our flyers over to one side. Yeah, we shouldn't have much trouble getting into here. I think the Carnosaur will be able to break right in through the gate pretty quickly as well. And we'll probably use the Salamanders out in the back, just getting some pot shots off as well. Okay, Ripperdactyls can be over here with Tiktaq'to. So there's one little unit there. Actually, hang on, is there a menu options? Game setting. There we go, default guard mode, accept that. Okay, that should fix that for all the issues that we were having there. I can't really put these guys any closer, so we'll just put them as close as we kind of can. The Carnosaur will have out front. So put you guys like that, and kind of spread you guys out behind them. There we go. Fly everybody around here a bit. Yeah, there's our Carnosaur already smacking on the gate. Okay, how's everything going up on the walls here? Fairly good. Yeah, we are kind of getting a little chewed up by the tower. I think. we go. Okay, you guys can have some fun now. Let's get everybody moving in. Everybody's going in to have some fun now. You don't have to worry too much about anything from here on. And there's our Carnosaur just having fun, chasing the Stegodon a bit. And might as well have those guys coming back here. Oh! Have you guys used? No, we've only used one of yours. Perfect. We'll have you guys just laying... Poor Kroq'gar is just kind of left to stand guard, don't really have much of a chance. There we go. That's a complete victory. Now, the only time that walls really become a problem is when you don't have a way of getting past them, or they have a good garrison waiting behind them. When it's just a little meager force like this, you can just sweep through pretty easily. And our Ripperdactyls were the ones that really chewed them up pretty good. 134 and 106. They were responsible for over half of all of the enemy's total losses, so really love having that as a just good force coming in. Actually, I think it's a hex. I'm not even sure I really needed the siege towers, but they give something for the... There we go. Tiktaq'to is under our command. And we have a new regiment around renown available, the Umbral Tide. A few traits there. And Tiktaq'to's got another point here. So let's see. Which one should we start working for? I don't know if I like Skirmisher. I do like the idea of Swift Rider here. That'd be pretty good. Yeah, I think we'll go Swift Rider so we can buff up all of our aerial units, get that thematic army going. And we'll do a quick save here and launch into another siege. Because we finally have both siege towers ready. This is one where they do have a bit of a force behind them. Although, a lot of Scar veterans. I don't know why they'd go for that heavy of a build with them. But we also have a number of ways we could get in if we want, because there are a few gates. I think though our Ripperdactyls will be able to handle these flyers without much trouble. It'll probably be this main ally force here, what their reinforcements are that we'll have to be cautious of. We'll gamble. That was only 6, so let's see. Can we get worse? No, we can get quite a bit better. We doubled. Okay, so let's pull everybody back for a moment. The Rippers we'll probably have over here. Yeah, so we'll have you guys as a bit of a unit. And we'll have where... There we go. You're going to be another little grouping. I think we'll actually get you guys out of the tower and get the Source Warriors with shields in. Okay, so where are the siege towers now? Oh, there's one. So we'll probably have them just going straight in for that main one there. Gotta look again to find where the other tower went. Yeah, it should be somewhere around here in the woods. Oh, there it is. Okay, so there are 2 towers. Let's get those right there. Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted you guys like that, and you guys like that. There we go. And you'll be a little group, and you'll be a group. And it's a hex, I guess you'll be right here overseeing that with them. Okay.
Kroq'gar. Good eye.
Okay, a little weird with the patterns for how that's going along, but alright. Well, actually, if we can get them right over the gate here. And if I can get a flock of doom in the middle of that. Okay, so all the towers made it. Let's see, is there another good grouping of them? Looks like right here if we can get it. And there's the enemy gates destroyed, so we're going to get ourselves right in there now. Fucking doom down for them. I don't know why you guys landed. You're going to be fighting them in the air. Okay, definitely a skirmish up here at the front. How are you guys doing? I'm kind of surprised they didn't bring these guys around at all, but I don't complain. That gives us a nice easy draw of rocks. So that keeps them a little bit out of the way. Where the hell are you going? You guys get out of there before you get them on your tails. We'll see about kind of securing this up a little bit. There we go. Get everybody kind of moving up and preparing to strike deeper in. Who's out here? Okay, you kind of got yourself a little hurt, but we'll give you the cold-blooded just to start replenishing a bit. There we go, now we've got our forces on the move a bit. Got all kinds of chaos going into here now. Use cold-blooded on It's a Hex, just so that way he's kind of up and good. Flock of Doom. That should help kind of grind them and get them out of there. Yeah, well, SEGA's gonna have a little bit of fun just plowing right through and handling that. There's one unit or two still left somewhere. Oh, no, there we go. So that was a close victory. That's... we don't have that many units, actually, but we did lose quite a few. Tiktaq'to took quite a beatdown. But all in all, we did do fairly well. So who was our MVPs? Looks like the Fireleech Bolas, 96 and 81. Superb work from them. Ancient Salamander here did pretty good as well with 45. One of the Ripperdactyl Riders, not the best, but even the Stegodon's got quite a few as well, so that's good. And with this secure, it's basically just kind of closing a pair of scissors and slicing off the last few settlements in between. Oatlocks is taken care of. That's the army and the garrison just wiped out. I don't know why the AI builds some pretty weird armies like this, though. The one skink chief is a lord and 3 heroes, but 2 of them kind of... I'm pretty sure those 2 serve the same purpose. Those are just sort of Scar veterans. They are very good combat units, though. Like, going up against infantry or stuff, they will hold very well. And it was the Horned one. Oh, the Blessed Horned ones were probably the ones that did a lot of damage to our Ripperdactyls and our Pterodons. I've wanted to use the Horned ones for a while, but the problem is they feel like a weird unit in a way. Like, a lot of other races have some very strong very strong heavy cavalry, but the Horned ones don't feel all that strong or feel like they can really get shredded down pretty easily for what they should be. Because they're basically a raptor covered in armor. You would think that'd be a pretty well-fortified unit, but they actually can get shredded apart with relative ease. Just gotta wait for this to load. Once that's loaded, we'll just occupy that, and it'll probably take a couple of turns to replenish all of this for Tiktaq'to, but thankfully Tiktaq'to will just be able to sweep the rest, because I think they're all small settlements from here on out. I don't think there's anything too large to be concerned of. Well, this was definitely a siege-heavy episode. And next episode will probably just be cleaning out the last little bits of them. So once this loads, after a moment or two... There we are. A close victory. Occupy that. There we go. So... couple of enemies killed in battle. It is, yeah, just 2 more left to go, basically. I don't know if... Actually, I don't think they can get Kroq'gar back too quickly either. So we got ourselves quite a few funds and a number of ranks to give out. So I think we'll give Draftmaster to Tiktaq'to so we can start getting him the replenishment up. Ekchi. We do gotta give him another one in here. And maybe we'll do Wild Heart, just so that way he's constantly getting some Winds of Magic back. And let's see. Okay, so what do I want to build here? I can't build because I already have one of those. You know what? I think I will put down just some Mystic Barriers, just because it is sort of isolated for now. We'll probably be going up in that direction next, so let's either improve that one. Actually, we should we don't need that one there. Is there anything I want from here, particularly? Yeah. We'll get a Beast Lair, why not? Okay, and with that, we'll end this episode here. Next one should just be trying to get a peace treaty, well, capture these last 2, and then a peace treaty with the last defenders. But until then, thank you guys very much for watching. if you'd like more content like this or have any suggestions for anything else you'd like to see, be sure to leave me a comment and I'll be sure to respond as soon as I can. Until then, though, remember as always to take care and stay alive.